Hello, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the Gravity Sports Podcast. My name is Terrence, and I'm here with Ty and Jonathan. What's good, y'all boys?
What's good?
Going
What's good? What's
on,
good? How you feeling?
appreciate y'all for letting me join back on here again, man. I
Yeah, of
appreciate
course,
it.
man, of
For real.
course. Um,
Appreciate letting me be on the episode.
of course, man, of course. Anytime, man, anytime. In this episode, we're gonna be talking about James Harden's debut, underperforming and overperforming NBA teams, and NBA teams who need to blow it up at the trade deadline. Now, I want to talk about Harden's debut. He played really good. He had 17, 3, 6, a steal, but the Clippers still lost. And with Russ, Harden, PG, and Kawhi all on the floor, they had a box plus minus of -10. Now, I know it's the first game, but that is very concerning to me. But what did you guys think about Harden's debut? How do you think he did?
I say the same thing. I feel like James Harden is low key like messing up the flow, like especially how Westbrook was playing and how definitely PG was averaging like 30 points per game before Harden came. So I don't know if that's affecting him too. But I don't know. Like I said, it's only one game, but like I don't know how it's gonna be further going. But right now it's looking scary. But then again, the Knicks is a good team now. But then again, like you have four future Hall of Famers on the same team, and they still pretty good. So I really am scared for how they're going to do in the playoffs. I don't know how Westbrook's going to keep on doing with James Harden at the second. He's at the one or he at the second. James Harden at the one or the second right now.
He's at the two, I believe. Yeah, he's at the two.
He at the two.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I said, I think it's messing up Westbrook. Like I said before, when he came, Westbrook was balling like crazy, acting like he was on the Wizards. But so right now, I don't know how it's going to be, but like I said, it's only one game, so I can't really say what I want to say right now. But I think I think I just really can't really say it right now though, for real though.
I feel the
But
same way, to be honest. This is the first game. Honestly, it wasn't what I expected. I expected, saying the boys to play better. I feel like James Harden is going to affect Russell Westbrook's playing style just a little bit because he's playing on the two. I know the Clippers want James Harden to be dominant with the ball. It's going to be kind of confusing with having Russell Westbrook and James Harden both on the floor with PG and Kawhi coming down the floor. And the offense is kind of be confusing just a little bit. But I feel like you give them more time, they're gonna work something out. It's the first game. Some it was either a win or a loss.
Right.
So I feel like this is more time.
Right. And the Clippers bench also they have to step up. Now Norman Powell, I think he had like 12 or 14 points, something like that. But
Yeah, 14 points.
yeah, but Bones,
yeah,
Bones, Highland, Terrence Mann, all those guys. Now I know I don't know if you saw the video with Terrence Mann with Harden walking in the locker room.
yeah, bro. He was
Yeah,
mad as I don't know, bro.
he looked
He was
mad.
not
He was
messing with him, bro. He was
he
not
wasn't
messing with
with
him,
it.
bro.
But he is back on the
He
bench
wasn't
now. But
messing with him.
he's gonna have to step up too as well. And
Yeah.
I like this Clippers starting lineup, especially like they got a center like Zubac, who I think he's about a top 12 center in the league, and he's already got a connection with Westbrook throwing them lobs off the pick and roll. But I expected the Clippers to win this game. I know it was Harden's first game, and Jalen Brunson didn't even play well. He had like 7 points, but Julius Randle and R.J. Barrett,
Yeah, them was going
they
off.
was going off, and Randle
I say
finally
just
got
give it like yeah. I
so
say
what?
just give it like some more time. I just say
Yeah,
just give it more time. That's be like um. Hold on, bro.
you good?
My bad. Y'all good? My
Yeah,
bad.
yeah,
Yeah, everything
yeah,
good. Everything good.
yeah,
Yeah. All right. Yeah. But like I was saying, you can see me, TJ.
yeah, yeah. I see you.
All right. Yeah, my fault. But like I was saying, I think just give it like some more time or so. Like I said, everyone starts slow, and I think like if we give Harden some more time to adjust with this starting five, I think they'll still be able to go well. But like I won't think that. I think it will affect how Westbrook's playing because Westbrook was playing like how he was on the Wizards. But like I don't want him to go back to what he was playing with the 2021 Lakers. I want him to be like have that confidence, like go down and everything. So I really hope that like none of this affects them. But right now I can see it. But hopefully if they can stay healthy, I think if they still stay healthy, I think this team can still make at least the second round. Now going to the
Right.
conference championship, I can't really say for right now, but right now, I see them making at least the second round. Even if they lost the first game, I still think James Harden can adjust to this offense. And as long as they still got Kawhi healthy, I think they can still make it to the second round. I mean, like Kawhi is a game changer. I mean, like he's one of the best like defenders in the league. So I really think that if they all stay healthy, I think they can still make the second round. But conference championship, I don't know for sure right now. But what's y'all takes? What y'all think? How far they gonna go?
Feel like they can go Western Conference Finals if they make a great adjustments with the starting lineup. Because the thing about it, we know that Kawhi is like somewhat healthy. If they can do it like an adjustment of like them four starting at the starting five, and then make an adjustment so Kawhi can go off the bench. Now they
Yeah,
got PG, James Harden, and Paul George.
Mm,
Um, all of them three can necessarily control the offense, and then they can do more adjustments. Okay, we have Harden and PG, and then sit down Westbrook and Kawhi. Now they're just doing a lot of adjustments with the lineup, going
yeah.
back and forth with the bench. So I feel like the coach needs. Oh, who's the coach again? Ty Lue?
Ty Lue, yeah.
Yeah, Ty Lue needs to do more adjustments of how they're gonna play all four all stars on that team. You know,
Right.
so I feel like just give it more time because mind you, it's just the first game.
Mm.
Yeah,
So
like I said, first
I
game.
feel like they can go to the Western Conference Finals, but it's all going to depend on if they can stay healthy. Cause they have
that's
like
that's right there.
that's literally the key. They got three injury prone players with PG, Kawhi, and Harden, and basically what we saw in the playoffs last year, it was Russ. I mean, he had Kawhi, but then he got injured in like game two, I believe, against the Suns. I think it was.
Yeah,
And
game
so,
two.
but it really all depends on if they can stay healthy. If they can stay healthy, I can see them making the Western Conference Finals. But if they're not
Yes,
healthy and ready
absolutely.
to go for the playoffs, then I don't know. Now I do want to look at the Clippers next 5 games. I want you guys to tell me if they're gonna win or if they're gonna lose. So
Okay.
tomorrow they're at Brooklyn Nets.
Ooh.
Mm,
I ain't gonna
I,
lie.
s- I'll give them a win. I think it's gonna be a win. But what do you think?
I don't know, man. Cam
I feel like
Cam
I
Cam
feel like
Thomas has been going crazy. I don't know.
Cam Thomas
Cam
is
Thomas has
that
been going
man
Yeah,
right
crazy.
he
now.
is. Yeah, Cam
He has been
Thomas
He's
is,
going
that
crazy.
man
going
right
crazy.
now.
He is going crazy. I
He
just
He's
I just
going
think like
crazy.
the defense, the Clippers defense is a slight better. So and I just think that the Clippers might have a slighter edge. But like I say, it could be a
yeah.
close game.
It could
Cam
be a
Thomas
close
can
game,
go off.
but
Like I said, it could be a close game.
I'm gonna lean
If
towards
they
the
play their cards
Clippers.
right,
I'm
if
leading the
they play the
Clippers.
cards right, they can blow out the Nets by 20. They play
Yeah,
their cards right.
yeah. I'm gonna
Absolutely.
go with the Clippers as well. I'm leaning toward the Clippers. All right,
Okay.
game two. It's an in-season tournament game. They play the Mavericks.
Ooh. Luka. Oh man. You see
I
what Luka
don't.
did to us 2 years ago.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
look at
I
nothing about the
don't. I don't know,
playoffs,
man. I
man.
don't know. Luca,
Bro,
and then you
Luka
got, and then
literally
Kyrie
destroyed.
Kyrie hasn't even had like a game where
Yeah,
he's been
Cardi
going.
has
He hasn't had a
dominant
game where he's
games.
been going off yet. He's been
Oh,
doing his
he had a
thing.
double double. He had a double double last game, I believe.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for like that 30 piece or that 40 piece
Yeah, I'm waiting
that he's
for me
used to
like a
doing.
30 game, man.
I'm waiting for that. But I don't know, and they've been playing really good too. The Mavs they've been playing really good. I like that addition of Grant Williams. That was a really good addition the Mavs made,
Absolutely,
especially like on the
absolutely.
defensive end. That was a really good addition. I like the addition to Derrick Jones Jr. Yeah, got some athleticism. Of course,
Ooh.
they got more
Yes.
defense too. But I don't know. This game could really go either way. But I think the way if the Mavs keep playing like they've been playing so far, I'm gonna lean towards the Mavs.
Yeah, I feel like Mavericks can take that game because I feel like for a team like the Clippers, they have to be really structured to really play against Luca and the Mavericks.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
really have to be structured to really play against them because Luca, I've like seen in the playoffs during the bubble. Literally, they had the Clippers had a strong team. Luca literally
Right.
just destroyed all of them.
Literally.
That one guy literally destroyed all of them and make sure he literally cursed the Clippers.
Hmm.
Literally. So
Yeah.
I feel like they really need to be structured, and Ty Lue had to make some great adjustments to go at the Mavericks.
Right. Yeah, I'm definitely leaning towards the Mavs that game. But
Yeah, I'll say the Mavs too. I'll definitely say the Mavs too. I think
I
they
agree.
just have a better defense or
All
so.
right.
So I say they have to.
Next game they play the Grizzlies at home. I
Clippers
think
winning that
yeah,
easily.
the
Clippers
Grizzlies
winning
right
that easily.
now
The
they're
Grizzlies,
just
the
yeah
Grizzlies
they're
failing my. Yeah, the Grizzlies
we
don't know.
well
They ain't
we
never.
all know. I think we all know why the Grizzlies
They
they're off to a slow start. It's because of John Morant
Yeah.
not being in the lineup. But
To be
even
real though,
even
I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. I don't think John Morant can even help change his team around because, like, you gotta think about it. Even Dylan Brooks was a great part of that team. He had great defense. Like
yeah
the Grizzlies lost a lot of great defenders. Yeah, a lot of great defenders. And like you said last episode, TJ, Tyus Jones is a great backup point guard. And since they lose him, that bench is so much worse now. Like it used to, like last year, especially when John Morant was in the playoffs when they went against the Warriors, and the bench has still. The backup team has still won games without him. That's how the team was better without Ja Morant. But like now they need Ja because like they only got like Jared Jackson Jr. as their best defender, and like they don't really have that much good defenders no more. Yes, Marcus Smart is a former defensive player of the year, but you got to think about it, he's still a guard, and like he needs help. And then you just got JJJ in the four, and like
yeah
Steven
Bam
Adams injured, so yeah,
right
That's a
that
big
just
killer.
yeah, so like I said, I really don't think John Morant's going. He probably going to help win games, but I don't think he's going to change the whole team around. Like I don't really think that it's got no more defense, no more bench. I think the Grizzlies really fell off, man. They need to make some more trades or something. But I think the Grizzlies really fell off. 'Cause I don't think John Morant will really change the way the team is. That's just what I think. Though, what do y'all think though?
I would say the same thing. The Grizzlies really fell off. Like I didn't realize how much of a big effect Dylan Brooks had on the
Yeah,
Grizzlies until he was gone, and I see him hooping in the Rockets. I'm like, yo, he was a
right
big factor
exactly.
in the
hmm
defense. I'm like, yo,
Right.
especially with John Morant, Dylan Brooks, and Steven Adams, there was a big factor on defense, and that's what made the team
right
lit.
hmm
Yeah.
So I feel like the Clippers have a bigger hand. John coming back, I don't think he's gonna make a big difference. Yeah, they can be like a little flashy team, but they're not going to go anywhere. So I'm gonna have to go with the Clippers.
Facts. Clippers all the way for me
and then
too.
too with Dylan Brooks when he was on the Grizzlies, he brought a lot of energy to the team too. Brought a whole lot of energy, and
True.
Right
I
there.
I really know now. Obviously, offensively, he wanted a bigger role in the offense, but the Grizzlies weren't going to give that to him because I guess he wasn't really performing in the playoffs. But ever since he went over to Houston, he's been balling, man. He's been balling, and I never realized how big of effect he had on that team until he left. But now that he's gone,
Yeah.
the Grizzlies are just they're struggling. They're struggling to go. So, but I'm
Facts.
definitely gonna say the Clippers take that game over the Grizzlies.
I say Clippers by a
Yeah,
blowout. I say at least by 20 at least because
yeah,
the Grizzlies, like I said, they got no type of defense. Now you got Westbrook, Kawhi, and PG, and shoot, James Harden probably going to adjust to the team sooner or later. So yeah,
hmm
the Grizzlies going to get blown out for sure. I do not see them win this game at all. At
All
all.
right, all right. Game four is another in-season tournament game. They're playing the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets. What y'all think?
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
The,
I don't
the,
see it.
let's be real. I'm gonna be real. I feel like it's gonna be a great game. If the Clippers can play their cards right, they're gonna have a great game. But I have
Yeah.
the Nuggets. I have the Nuggets
All
in the
right.
upper hand.
I'm glad I got the Nuggets, man. Facts,
Yeah,
I got the
Jokic,
Nuggets.
he
I'm
just
like,
he makes it look so easy, and he does it so effortlessly. That's the thing. He does it so effortlessly. He's like triple double after triple double. He should have won MVP last season, but they gave it to Embiid. But
yeah, and I just think that the Nuggets have like the
they
best
have the
like
best
second
starting
option.
lineup in the
They
league.
got the best starting lineup, and they got a great bench too. And they got
Yeah,
a great behind bench too. You got the what's it called sophomore rookie Christian
Christian
Braun.
Braun.
Like yeah, he got they got a great second option team, man. So I just think like everything about the Nuggets is good. They can play, man. They got shooters. They got defense. I think and I don't to be real. I don't see nobody being the Nuggets in the playoffs. I think they can run it back because like
Right.
until I see like some injuries or so. I don't see nobody being the Nuggets. The Lakers, no. I don't see no one being the Nuggets like at all. I can't see it. I like the Nuggets to beat the being the championship again.
Now, like
I think so.
Jonathan just said, if the Clippers play their cards right, I really think they could take this game if they play their cards right. if they make some good adjustments, they play defense, they hit their shots, I think they could really take this game. But for right now, I'm definitely taking the defending champs, the Denver Nuggets. I mean, until I see someone stop Jokic, I'm taking the Nuggets, basically.
Because to be honest, Clippers versus Nuggets, that's an evenly matched team with
Right,
both lineups. It's a really evenly matched team. But the Nuggets are pretty much more structured than the Clippers.
right,
That's what makes them have the upper hand, and they're the defending champs.
right,
They're on the road. They're on the go. They got the same team from last
hmm
year. They're gonna keep
Yeah,
going with that fire.
facts.
right. Until someone finds a way to stop it, just keep going. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Right.
Exactly.
And the last game, it's another in season tournament game against the Rockets.
Ooh,
Against the Rockets.
it's gonna be a nice game.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice game. Just because the Rockets have Dylan Brooks,
Fred
and Fred
VanVleet.
VanVleet, Jalen Green,
I really like that pickup from the Houston Rockets. The Fred VanVleet bringing some
yeah,
veteran experience,
Yeah,
championship
they need
experience.
some veterans. They need some
Yeah, they
veterans.
definitely need some veterans. But that move right there, I really and plus in addition to Jeff Green too, he'll
oh yeah,
keep the young guys in check. I really like that those offseason moves that the Rockets did. But this
absolutely,
is another nail biter right here because the Rockets they've been playing good to start off the season. They've been playing really good.
yeah, yeah. They're
Heck
three and
yeah,
three right
man.
now.
Right.
They're 3-3 right now. But I have the Clippers on
Yeah.
upper hand.
I have the Clippers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I got the Clippers. I got
But
the
it's gonna be
Clippers
a
in
good
one.
game. I
Yeah.
feel like Rocky's gonna play their cards right.
Right.
So, but I still got the Clippers.
Yeah, I got the
They're a
Clippers, man.
young team. They like to get out and run on the fast break. But in the end, they're going up against four future Hall of Famers. So
Yeah, I got the Clippers, man.
I'm taking the Clippers. Yeah.
Clippers definitely winning that. I don't see how the Rockets can upset that. So I really
So
think
in
the
that
Clippers
5 game
got
stretch,
that.
they're going 4-1. With that one game, they're losing to the Mavs. But yeah, I think this Clippers team is going to be really fun to watch. Hopefully we see them in the Western Conference Finals this year. Like I said, as long as they still stay healthy, I think they can go on a really good run in the playoffs. But we'll just have to see and wait. We'll just have to see and wait.
Yep, I just see what like I said. Just give us some time, man. It's only been one game, and
Yeah,
so and plus the Knicks is a good behind team, so we still got to give it some time, especially for James Harden. Got to adjust to a whole new team. He has three Hall of Famers, future Hall of Famers, on the same lineup as him. So got to get used to that again. And just gotta learn how to like pass the ball more. It can't be you're not the
right,
number one dominator no more. You're not the number one option no more. Got to show that you can be a team player and not just Houston Rocket Harden again. We don't need that no more. We don't need 2018 Harden no more. We need a playmaker that can get all of his teammates involved, which was Westbrook was doing before James Harden even got there. He was getting all of his teammates involved, and that's what Harden needs to start doing to get this team to go to the conference championship or shoot even the finals. So yeah, Harden needs to get his teammates involved more and not be a number one. He's not the number one player no more. He's not like he's in Houston no more. So he needs to show that he can get everybody involved and can tell that he and show that he can be a team player. So yeah, if
I
he
feel,
yeah,
I
so,
feel like I feel like that mentality what really comes from D'Antoni when he was in Houston Rockets. Being that number one guy, D'Antoni really made sure that James Harden was literally that number one guy. He felt like he wanted James Harden to be that LeBron on the team. Make sure he
yeah,
does whatever he wants, whenever he wants, gets whatever he wants. You feel me? And do whatever he wants. So
hmm
James Harden had to adjust that. And we've seen it with the 76ers. He tried to be that man, but he realized that there's other options and things that was going to work out. There's other people that was better than him. There's other people that was playing better at his role.
yeah.
So he has to put that ego aside and be like, okay, I'm gonna have to adjust with these other all stars and make sure that we can win together. It's not just me anymore. This is a whole team that I'm building with.
right. And
That's why I
I
said
think he understands that too. Cause you got PG, you got Kawhi. You can't say you don't got help, and you got Russ too. You can't say you don't. You cannot say that no more. You can't say you don't got help. You can't say that.
Third time playing with Russ. It's your third time.
Third time.
third
So
time. It
you
is
can't
third
say you
time.
can't and you got a decent bench too. You got a great bench and you got a good center. So you can't say you don't got help. But I think he understands that it's not his team no more. I think he understands. I think at this point he just wants all he really needs is that ring.
He just wants a ring, man.
That's all he
He
needs
just
is the
wants a ring,
ring,
bro.
and that'll solidify his legacy. That's all he
Congrats on
needs is
the
that
his
ring.
legacy.
But I really think he understands that it's not his team no more, and I think he's gonna. Well, he did say in the press conference. He said he's not a system player. He says he is a system. But I think with this team, he's gonna put all that to the side for the team so that they can get that championship. But we'll just have to wait. We're just gonna have to wait and see how it all works out. We're just gonna have to wait and
Yeah,
see.
I just say just gotta wait it out, man. Just
Yeah.
gotta wait. You gotta see what happens in the meantime, man.
Yeah. But I want to get off track for a second. I want to talk about. Well, I know Jonathan, you want to talk about Cam Thomas. Now I have a question for you.
Oh
Cam
man, oh
Cam
man.
Cam Thomas or Tyrese Maxey?
Mm.
Cam
Mm.
Thomas.
Really? Cam Thomas?
Cam
Really?
Thomas.
Cam
Cam
Thomas?
Thomas.
Really?
Cam Thomas. I love
Whoa.
Tyrese. I love Tyrese. I love Tyrese. But I feel like Cam Thomas has literally proven us that he's a prime scorer.
Right.
It's been like that since last year and this year. And it's like, yo, the Nets literally tried him. And I'm like, yo, this is a pure score in front of our face. And I'm proud that he made it to the starting lineup, but it's like, it's about damn time.
Mm.
It's like Tyrese Maxey, he's a great scorer, but I don't think that he can score effortlessly like Cam Thomas can do. That's
Now,
my
do
opinion.
you think he's a better all around player than Tyrese Maxey?
No, Tyrese is a better overall all
See,
around
I
player.
would say that too. I would say
Yeah.
that too. I'll say Cam Thomas is a better scorer, but all around Tyrese got better defense, and Tyrese. I think Tyrese will definitely be the better all around player because you got to think about Tyrese got Joel. You got Joel Embiid on his team, and Cam Thomas wants to be that number one option, and he's showing that he can be the number one option. So I think Cam Thomas is definitely the better scorer, but Tyrese Maxey definitely better all around. I definitely
Yeah,
agree with that for sure.
yeah,
Definitely agree with that.
definitely,
I want to talk about the
gotta agree
Sixers
with
for a
you.
second too. Now,
No, man.
I want to talk about it for a second. I want to talk about their roster. Yeah, I can't believe like how they really just flipped their roster. Like they got rid of Harden. They finally got rid of Harden, and the pieces they got back, they basically got all the Clippers forwards. They got Marcus Morris, Nick Batum, Kenyon Martin, and it was another player I forgot. But they basically got all their forwards, and Kelly Oubre for the Sixers, he's really been stepping up. He's been
Yeah,
hooping.
he played average 20 off the bench. Like he's
Yeah,
doing
he's
really
been,
good. Real
and
tough.
we finally get to see, now that Hart is gone, we finally get to see Maxi just take over as that second option
Take
for
over.
All star season.
yeah.
All star season. I'm telling y'all, all star season, man.
And
For real.
Yeah,
Embiid, he's been playing his best basketball since I guess since his MVP season. And I
and
really
she's
think
been
if this Sixers team can stay healthy and keep playing at this level, I think they can finally go past the second round. I really
I
think they
think
can.
so too.
I
Really,
hope so, man.
one person that really surprised me the most is Kelly Oubre Jr.
Yeah.
He's been low key balling, and like it's just crazy how removing Harden really made the 76ers offense
And Doc Rivers. And Doc Rivers.
Oh yeah,
Doc
and
Rivers.
Doc Rivers especially. Oh yeah, Doc
Yeah.
Rivers definitely. I feel like there's a problem with him with his coaching. But let's get back on topic. I feel like the 76ers are really balling. Like they really get to we get to finally see their shine right now.
Right.
Yeah.
And Patrick Beverly, he's doing this thing, talking his shit, what I'm saying, playing the defense that he needs to play. Like, he's bringing all the energy that the 76ers need. They got Robert Covington, too, Daniel House, like, all these good guys. Like, this is a great team that can actually go against teams like Milwaukee, that can go against teams like the Miami Heat, the Boston Celtics,
Yeah.
I feel like they can really go far. I'm not saying, I can say past second round.
Yeah. I
That's my
think if
take.
they play their cards right, they can go past the second round. Now the
I
finals,
just
I
hope
don't
so,
know.
man.
I
just
don't
hope.
I don't think they can. I really don't think they can. Do they have a chance to beat Boston? Yes, they do. But I don't really see them in any world. I really
What
don't see
really
them beating them.
surprised me the most, they have one of my favorite coaches, Nick Nurse,
Nick Nurse,
that
yeah.
came from Toronto Raptors.
Mhm.
Nick
Yeah.
Nurse is he's a great coach, make great adjustments. He knows how to sub at the right time. Like Nick Nurse, especially like me and my favorite team is the Raptors. Like especially when he first came, when Kawhi came, how he transitioned and how he coaches is so perfect. Especially like, and he has a platform. Like not a lot of teams know this, but when we was going against the Milwaukee Bucks during the 2019 playoffs, Nick Nurse made
Yeah.
that adjustment to go
Yeah.
against Giannis. Now, let's say for instance Milwaukee versus 76ers, he has that blueprint to go against Giannis. And Dame is going to be in a nice little adjustment, but I feel like they can go in a straight battle with every other team inside of the East.
At the same thing.
You're right.
I like that. I like that for real.
But I just the Sixers team. They have a great team. I just need to see it all in the playoffs. That's really all I
That's
need.
it.
That's all I need to see. I just want to see Embiid finally get past the second round because the clock is ticking for Embiid.
But
It's
I
ticking.
think I like what I think is as long as Embiid stays healthy, like with all like the whole team stays healthy.
Right.
Because like I said, Harden tried his best to carry that team to the third round because Embiid was injured since like game 3, and like the playoffs before that when they went against the Heat, Embiid was out like the first 2 games and had that mask on in game 3. So all I'm trying to say is like if they can stay healthy and like Embiid plays like he plays in the regular season because like most NBA players, like James Harden, he plays like MVP level in the regular season, but when the playoff comes, he acts like he doesn't know how to play ball. So all Embiid needs to do is just play like an MVP in the postseason. Like Jokic plays like the MVP the whole NBA season, like postseason and regular season. So if he can be like a Jokic and play like how he's playing the postseason and regular season, I think that's how we can maybe don't even want to say past the third round, but definitely get a good chance of getting past the third round because like Embiid is a very good player, but all he needs to do is stay consistent and make sure he gets home and make sure he's plays like he's an MVP. Like last year, he didn't play like he was an MVP. Well, at least in the postseason, he wasn't playing like he was an MVP. And Harden was trying his best to help this team get past the third round when Embiid was injured. So as long as he stay healthy and he can show that he's an MVP in the postseason, I think we can definitely do good in the third. We can definitely get past, not even say past third round, but we can do good in the third round. I can't even say past the third round because I don't know. I don't see it at least right this second, but eventually, I'm definitely going to see it for sure though.
Definitely. I feel like the same thing over here.
Yeah,
Yeah.
B just got to show that he's an MVP, man. Literally it, man. Show that he's the MVP in the postseason.
He needs
And
to
then
stop crying,
too,
stop
he
acting
needs
like a
to
little girl.
in the playoffs. I don't know in the playoffs last year, especially in that Boston series, he was taking too many jumpers. I just want to see him attack the
Way too many
way too many
jumpers.
jumpers. Like you're 7 foot, like 260, 270. Attack the basket.
And it's
He's
crazy.
doing all these like step back, mid range jumpers, shooting all these threes. You need to attack
Oh
the
God,
basket.
dude.
Attack the basket. You're too big to not be attacking the basket. He was playing like a DeAndre Ayton type of player. Like, and that was really just like pissing me off because like he's so big. Like you can literally just attack the basket every
Just
time, dunking
drive, bro.
everybody.
Drive,
Drop to the
man.
Just
basket.
drive.
That's all he has to
You
do.
got guys like Al Horford guarding you.
Literally. I mean,
You
Al
better
Horford.
demolish them, man.
Al Horford is a good defender though, especially on Giannis.
But still, Joel Embiid is one of the most
Yeah.
skillful centers in the NBA today. He can
Right.
easily cook that man barbecue
Yeah,
chicken.
literally.
Come on, go to the paint, bro. Like, what is you doing,
Like,
man?
yo,
That's all
watch
you
this.
need to do.
You're 7 feet. What the fuck you doing at the 3-point line?
Literally.
Mm,
Now,
no reason.
if he has his open shot, then I expect him to take it. But
That's no problem. But
Yeah.
you looking at Jokic. Jokic is not as athletic as you, and he's still
Yeah.
going inside the.
literally,
No, Jokic
It's
is
a
the
big
definition
problem.
of a center, man. Jokic is the definition of a center, bro. Literally the definition.
Literally.
He'll do anything. Well, if you tell him to do something, he'll do it, man. He's not make a shoot. He can play make, got defense, and he will take your behind in the paint with no problem and just throw the ball up to the hoop and just run back to the other side of the court, man. Like, what as nothing, man. So Jokic is the definition of a center, man. Like, he's literally what a center is and what you need from a center.
and the thing is with Jokic, he's always looking to set up his teammates. Every time, every
Always.
possession, always. That's what I like about Jokic the most. He's always looking to set up his teammates before like looking for a bucket. With Embiid, especially in that Celtics series, it was just either Harden ISO or in step back three, or Embiid just in the
Hmm.
post and then shoot a mid range. Jokic, he's always going to look for his teammates first, and that's really like
Exactly.
that's the best part of his game.
Exactly.
His IQ,
Yeah.
his passing, his playmate, all that's those are the best things about his game.
And
But
Fact.
I feel like Jokic really got robbed for being the MVP last year.
really, he really
Honestly,
Yeah.
did.
because
Cause
he really did. Because
he showed who the
honestly,
red MVP
he
was in the
literally
playoffs. He showed
he
who he
literally
was.
showed the
Definitely
whole
did.
world
He did.
who
He
he is.
did.
He literally told
Literally,
you, yo, I'm the better center. Because what is Jordan B do? What was he doing during the playoffs?
nothing.
Absolutely nothing. Jokic just walked through everybody. The man swept LeBron and the Lakers.
Mm.
He
That's
really did.
crazy, man.
And that's crazy. He
That's
swept LeBron
crazy,
and the
That's
dog.
Lakers.
crazy. And
That man swept
he could have
LeBron.
swept the Heat.
Mm.
He could have swept the Heat.
Really,
He
he
That
could
could have
one,
swept the
swept
he
the
Heat.
Heat.
literally could have
He
swept the
could have.
Heat. He could have.
I
But
did. I just think Joel Embiid just acts like a scorer. Like he doesn't act like a center. Like he's playing like he's like a freaking small forward. Like just wants to be the main scorer. He wants to get points or so like that. While Jokic, the definition of he'll score when he has to, but he'll like you just said, TJ. He'll get his teammates involved. He wants his teammates to score. He wants the whole team to win. I
right.
feel like Joel just wants to get points and be the main player and get like all the hype and stuff like that. So I really think Joel
Absolutely.
Embiid
Right.
needs to work.
All right. The next topic I want to talk about overperforming and underperforming team. I'm gonna start with the underperforming. Now, for me, one team that is it's really surprising too. I have the Kings. They're at 2-4 right now, and they've been struggling lately. And obviously, you got De'Aaron Fox and Demontis Sabonis. Those are your two stars. But the one
Yeah,
person who I'm expecting to step up this season is Keegan Murray. I'm expecting him to step up this season big, to be that third star for the
yeah.
Kings. Cause you got Malik Monk, you got um that Davion Mitchell, but I
Hmm.
don't think those guys can really be like that third star. And obviously you got Harrison Barnes, but you know he's really just like he's a role player at this point. But who I'm looking for to be that third star for the Kings is Keegan Murray, and I think he can be that third star. He has to earn it though. He has to show he wants to be that third star. But
Yeah, Cam Murray, we really got to step it up. I mean,
yeah,
Yeah,
Harrison
he
Barnes
got
can
to.
do what he can do. De'Aaron
yeah.
Fox, he's out. How long is he out right now?
Um, I think
Mm-hmm.
I think he said like 4 to 6 weeks or something like that.
So yeah, so they're probably gonna
Yeah,
be on the
That's tough.
losing streak for right now because De'Aaron
yeah.
Fox is that's the go getter. That's the
Hmm.
leader of the team. You
Right.
know, but I feel like during later in the season they're gonna get everything together. I feel like they're gonna be right back in the playoffs.
Yeah,
So
I
right
think so.
now they're probably just going through the little slump. They're gonna be right back in the playoffs.
Right.
Hope so. I hope so too. I really do hope so for sure though. I really do hope they
And
get back to the playoffs. I love the Kings.
another team who's really struggling too is the Cavs. They're really struggling right
Yeah,
now too. They're at 3-4 right now. Um,
yeah, the Cavaliers is
the
going through it right now.
offense.
I gotta
You said what?
go ahead. Finish what you were
Uh,
saying.
the offense. You obviously know you got Darius Garland and you obviously got Donovan Mitchell. And you got, but Evan Mobley, man, he needs to step it up offensively. Now, defensively, you know what he
Got
provides.
you.
We obviously know what he provides defensively. But
Yeah, he's a good defensive
offensively,
player.
because this is his third year, right? Yeah, this is his third year.
Yep.
Yeah, it's
Third.
time. I think it's time for offensively. It's his third year in the league, and I think it's time for him to take that next step. Because you see what happened against the Knicks. Julius Randle and Mitchell Robinson, they made them look like babies in the paint. Because I think it was one game where
Man,
Jared Allen had like five rebounds, 4 rebounds, something like that, and
Mm.
I was just like wow. But hopefully this
Yeah, I
season
gotta.
they can come back, turn it around. But
Yeah,
they need
I
like I
hope
said
so too.
before with the third star, the Cavs need Evan Mobley to be that third star.
yeah, I don't really think if they keep playing like this, I don't really think they're gonna make it to the playoffs.
I doubt it too. But another team that I see that's underperforming that I think that will step it up in the beginning, the second half of the season is the Suns. Like they lost
Yep.
Yep.
the back to back with the Spurs, man. I mean, like I don't know what it is, man. Kevin Durant. I mean, like Kevin Durant is having the same problem he was having with the Nets. When I feel like it's gonna be like another 2021 Nets, man. When the big three
Right.
has the best hype, but two gets injured, and is one trying his best to and like what is Devin Booker doing, man? I feel like he's low management, man, because this man dropped like 30 points one game. Next game, he's sitting out saying my ankle hurts. I'm like, what? And then the preseason, he was balling like crazy. And then like what did he play the first game? Did he play the first game?
Uh, no.
No,
And he
no.
played the first game.
I'm telling
Him, Bill
you,
were
man.
out. Him and Bill were out.
I'm now Beal. I understand. I mean, I think he like his back or something. What's wrong with
Yeah, he
Yeah,
had a
something
back
wrong with his
injury.
back.
Yeah.
See, that's understandable. But Devin Booker, you just dropped 30 points like the preseason game, and then you want to be like, no, I can't play. I can't play. Next
The
game, okay,
first,
I'm back. Back, and then he dropped 30 points. Next game, okay, I'm not playing. Like, what is the Suns doing, man?
yeah, man. It's like, yo, you dropped 30 the first game of the season. We thinking
I'm
like, okay, it's gonna be a blast. Next, you know, you're out. I'm like, what is going on?
I don't like that, man. I just feel like that's just slack. Like, what? Why are
Yeah.
you out for? Like, they under 500. Like, why are you out for? Like, help. Like, I don't. I hate low management, man, because like they just sit out for no reason. Like, you got Kevin Durant. That's what, and he's 35 years old, playing like he's still playing in OKC, man. And y'all not giving him no help. Like, he got out of the Nets to get out of this problem, and now y'all got him back to where he was. Like the whole reason he left was he wanted a help to get a ring without Stephen Curry. So now when he's trying to, nobody wants to help. He's having the same problem he had with the Nets, man. So that's why I'm saying I think the Nets is going to be like a same 2021 Nets. He's going to try
Yeah,
his best to make it.
Mhm.
And I just get
yeah,
pissed off at that, man. Real
yeah.
talk, like
Yeah.
Devin Booker, like man,
And I
that's
got one more
you know.
team who's been underperforming too, but it's pretty obvious. It's the Lakers. The Lakers, man.
Oh man.
It's
Hey, Cam
A-
Reddish. Oh man,
Cam Red,
I gotta talk
yo,
about Cam Reddish.
and Gabe
Cam
Vincent too.
Reddish.
We gotta talk
I
about
feel
Gabe
like he's
Vincent
gonna
too.
get traded.
We gotta
On
talk about
God, we
him
got to
too.
talk about Gabe Vincent, bro.
We have to
Gabe
talk
Vincent,
about
bro.
him
What is
too.
he doing,
Those
bro?
first three
Man,
games, those first three games, he played like he hasn't touched the basketball before. But the thing
like,
is with that, I feel like once someone signs with the Lakers or signs to a team that LeBron's on, they just forget how to play basketball. Now I know
uh,
it's a big adjustment to playing with LeBron. I understand that, but LeBron is a playmaker. He's gonna get you open looks. Just like that game winner with Cam Reddish last night. He had a wide open look, and
wide open game winning shot.
Wide open, man.
I see some people saying that
Wide
was the
open.
wrong play, that LeBron should have took it up. But at the end of the day, that was the right play to make. You got a wide open
That was the right
three.
play to make. As the GOAT of this basketball game, you made the right pass, the right play. And think about it. He got the settle. He got the ISO. He took it into the basket. Cam Reddish man came to help because everybody know LeBron's trying to
Right.
score. He finds the open man in the corner. Boom, he made the right pass. You're right there. You're shot ready. If you're gonna be right shot ready, I expect you to make that shot.
Mm.
Right.
Facts, man.
And
Facts.
it's just
And it's
like
just
Y'all
like,
missed
yo.
that, man.
But the
Y'all
thing
missed
is,
that, man.
you got to think about what happened the sequence before. He had about a couple turnovers right before that sequence.
yeah, they had chances to win that game.
True.
They had like three chances to win that
Yeah,
game. They did. They
everybody. She's
right.
Miami could have sold that game. Lakers could have sold that game. It was
Right.
just going back and forth. It was literally like it was a sequence of just turnovers.
Right. And then
Facts.
AD got injured. I think
Oh my
Russell,
god.
D'Angelo Russell. I think he got kicked, didn't he? He got kicked out of the game. I think. And it was
Yeah,
just LeBron and Austin Reeves pretty much. And
Mm.
Cam Reddish basically just sold the game with that wide open missed three.
He
And
yeah. I
shouldn't
feel like
miss
he's
that,
gonna get
man. You
traded.
can't miss that, bro.
Free agents. When the trade deadline comes through, I feel like he's gonna get traded. I think his career is gonna be done. I don't think he can play in the NBA like that
the
anymore.
thing is with Cam Reddish, if he wants to stay in the league, I feel like he's gonna have to make that transition to a 3-and-D player. Cause he's trying.
Yeah,
I feel like especially when he was with the Knicks. The reason why he wasn't getting no playing time like that, he wasn't playing no defense. He played
yeah,
zero
absolutely.
defense. That's why Tom Thibodeau didn't. Because Tom Thibodeau, we know he's all about defense, especially with the OA Celtics when he was an assistant coach and when he coached Chicago,
Facts.
he's all about D. And the
Facts.
Timberwolves, they turned into like a top 5 defense when he was coaching the Timberwolves. And
Facts.
when Reddish was with the Knicks, like I said, he wasn't playing defense like that. He was looking for his shot, looking to score. And the same
Yeah,
thing is really going on here with the Lakers. The reason why he's been getting playing time, but he's always looking to score. He's not focused on guarding his man.
honestly, in my opinion, I feel like Cam Reddish is still inside of his high school mindset. He just want to score the
Bro,
ball
nah, bro. I
and
would
then
say the
just feel,
same thing. I would
you
say
know what I'm
the same
saying?
thing, man. I feel like he's
And he
still in
like
high
I've
school,
been watching
man.
Cam Reddish since high school. He just want to score the ball, look flashy. You know what I'm saying? Put everything. He wants to be the main guy. I'm like, yo, you're in the big leagues. I remember watching him during Duke when him, Zion, and RJ Barrett. He was the biggest liability on the defense. And now you transition to the NBA. You playing against grown men. You're not playing defense. You're not going to get playing time. The Lakers
Right.
giving you an opportunity. You played big minutes in that game. I expect you to do something. I
Yeah.
really
Mhm.
expect you to do something. LeBron is trusting you with the last shot. One of the greatest players of all time is trusting you with the last shot, and you
You
fulfill
can't,
the job.
yeah, man. You
Right.
can't
Yeah,
miss that,
I don't
man.
think you're going to be in
You
that
can't miss
position.
that, man. Can't miss
You
that.
can't.
Like, come on, you can't
So
miss
if
that.
he
That's
if
like a
he
wide
wants
open
if
shot.
he wants to stay in the league, he's gonna have to make that transition to that
Yeah,
three that
Got
absolutely,
three and
to.
D player. That's the only way. Because
absolutely.
right now it's looking like he's out of because he's on what this 14 in like 4 years. I think
Hmm.
Yeah.
14 in like four
Like my boy,
years.
yeah. Like
Yeah,
my boy just said, man. Like he's playing like he's the a scorer, man. Like he think he Cam Thomas. Like you're not the number one scorer. Like you gotta show that you can be a team player, man. Like this is
Right.
not high school ball. Shoot, it's not even college ball. This is the NBA, man. The NBA is about winning and it's about getting all your teammates involved and all of y'all working together to get to the top. Cam Reddish is only focused on one thing: offense. If you can't be good on both sides of the ball, then shoot, you ain't gonna go far in the league. You ain't gonna win no rings. You
Right.
ain't gonna get no like you ain't your resume gonna be trash, bro. So I hope he use that miss as motivation to be like, okay, I can't do this again. People's telling me like I gotta work on both sides of the ball. I mean plus that shot, you can't miss that shot. I mean that's just like
Literally.
any player. You can't miss a wide open shot, man. Especially when you get thrown by like how my boy said by LeBron. Like he's trusting you with that shot, and then when you just miss it for the game, like you shouldn't have no pressure of the game. Like you've been doing this since high school, bro. I mean, and then like you was a top prospect too. So and thinking like you just gonna miss a wide open shot from LeBron is just ridiculous. So that's him. Just like that's him. But everything else, he needs to work on the both sides of the ball if he wants to stay being a Laker, man. Because right now it just like he's just an offensive point, and he wants to be another Cam Thomas or so, and he wants to be a scorer. So he needs to work on being playing defense or so. That's what I think.
Now for the overperforming teams, I only have two of them, and one of them I have the Indiana Pacers. I think they're overperforming right now. Now I know they have Tyrese Halliburton. They just picked up. They signed Bruce Brown. They signed Obi Toppin. They got Miles Turner. Got Buddy. They got some really good pieces. Now, do I think they have a chance of making the playoffs? Yes, I do. But if they do, I
yeah,
think they're a first round exit team. Now,
yeah,
at worst, they make the play in or don't make the playoffs at all. But as of right now, I really think they're overperforming. Like I said, they got Tyrese Halliburton. He just shot 43 a couple nights ago against the Hornets. But that last play, he got clamped by Lamelo Ball, and
Yeah,
I
Lamelo
thought he was
got
gonna get a
better.
bucket on Lamelo. It looked like he was gonna get a bucket, but then Lamelo just poked the ball away from him, and they lost the game. Now I forgot who they played the other night, but they just put up 152 points against someone. I forgot who it was,
Yeah, I
but
forgot who it was, but they definitely did knock 1 2 points. So
right.
that's crazy. I don't know what's up.
But I do think this team is kind of overperforming right now. They're sitting at 4-3, and like I said, at best they're a first round exit team. At worst, they're playing or don't make the playoffs at all. And my other
You
team that
want
I
to know?
have, my other team that who I have is
You
overperforming is the
yeah
Atlanta
you.
Hawks.
Oh,
Atlanta
you
Hawks.
in Atlanta?
Yeah,
Okay.
the Atlanta Hawks.
I say that. I thought you were going to say like I would say okay. You ain't gonna say OKC too.
OKC. No, I like what I see from it says I like what I see from OKC, especially from Chet Holmgren so far. I like what I see
Yeah,
so far.
Yeah.
they're a pretty solid team. I feel like they can go at least second round.
Yeah,
I,
At least
I, I
second
say
round.
I say I say I say like I say they will make the first round. me saying second round, I'll say the second round too. I just gotta see Shea like get his teammates involved more. Like I know he's like a 30 point scorer and all of that, 30 average score and all that, but I just need him to see him like get his teammates involved around more. Like I can see, I like how he scores a lot and all that, but I think they could get past they could get past like the first round easily if Shea can like get his teammates around more. And then plus like Shea is a good behind. I think he's definitely playing the best on basketball, especially when he's coming off an injury last year. It was ACL torn injury, so him playing like how he is definitely like crazy to me. And I really think the OKC is really a good tending team, and I think they could win a championship in the next like 5 years or so, especially with the same roster and everybody. And they get like a new veteran
And then
player or
too,
so like
they
that.
got all those future draft picks for the next. I think they have like I think it was like 17 first round picks. So they
Yeah,
can use some of those picks to get like another star player to go with Shea.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Like I
I feel
said,
like
I like OKC.
OKC, they sheesh. I just like my man says, Shy. He really needs to get his teammates involved. We all know he's gonna be a 30-point scorer, but there gonna be
Facts.
times teams gonna make adjustments and try to find a way not to stop him, but try to slow him down. So he
Hmm.
really got to get his teammates involved. You got Dor, you got Chet. You know what I'm saying, and you got these other pieces on your team that can actually score the ball and actually move as a unit. So I just feel like if they continue doing that type of adjustment, I feel like they can go far, maybe second round. But I feel like they can be a great in the regular season.
And I think the most underrated player on the team is Josh Giddey. That's their most underrated
Yeah,
player.
I love
I
Josh,
love
bro.
Josh Giddey.
Definitely a good playmaker. Good
Yeah.
playmaker, man. Great playmaker. He's the definition of getting his teammates involved. Now he is someone that would get you involved. Like I think he averaged 6 rebounds, 4.3 assists. He will get your teammates involved. He don't worry about scoring. He will definitely get your teammates involved, and that's why he's a great piece of the OKC offense and a little bit of defense too. So I really mess with Josh, and he's definitely a big piece of the OKC starting five for sure. Looks
Yeah.
up.
And the
so
last we said what?
I was gonna say, so what about the Warriors?
Hey,
Hey,
As long as Steph keep
dude,
playing the way he's playing, they're always gonna be a contender. They're
facts,
always gonna be.
facts. They
Nah,
always be, yeah.
he can't do it by himself. He cannot do it by. He's gonna need
Nah,
Clay. He's gonna need Clay and Draymond to step up. And
Absolutely.
Clay. He's been playing pretty good so far. Especially that last game. I think he had like 18 points. He shot the ball really good.
yeah,
But I just want to see Jonathan Kaminga take that next step. I want to see him take
Yeah,
that
yeah,
next step,
man.
man.
I really want him to make that
Facts.
big step.
It's time.
But I feel like CP3, like I understand why trading Jordan Poole for CP3, having CP3 controlling the offense and
Hmm.
finding Steph
Having
Curry
control that second
of the
unit.
three.
That
Yeah,
second unit, having them on the second unit and just controlling the offense, setting up teammates. Now,
Mm,
when I first saw that CP3 trade, I was like, "What are the Warriors doing?" Because the Warriors, they're a fast team. They like to get up and down the court. And CP3, he's like more of like he likes a half court type of offense. But
mm-hmm.
now that CP3 trade, it's all starting to make sense to me now. Because he said he's like you said he's getting Curry open looks, he's getting Clay open looks, and right now that's looking like, in my opinion, it's the best trade of the offseason so far.
I feel like they can go right back to the Western Conference Finals.
Oh yeah,
yeah. I always, yeah. I say the Warriors.
as long as
Yeah,
Curry keeps playing like Curry, they're always going to be a contender in the West. Because you
And I
can't
feel
yeah.
guard
like
the
Always
during the
a
Warriors.
contender.
playoffs, I feel like during the
Yeah.
playoffs, it's going to become more even deadly. Because
Mm-hmm.
mind you, CP3 is controlling the ball. You have to stop Steph Curry and the
Right.
screens.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can't stop. If you try to stop Steph Curry, you got to worry about Clay.
Right.
Draymond's going to be Draymond.
Mm-hmm.
Draymond's gonna find them boys next. If CP3 is not gonna find them, Draymond's gonna find them.
Right.
That's what makes the
Hmm.
op better.
Mm-hmm.
Because them guys is always gonna find someone else. And mind you, you still got Andrew Wiggins too.
Right.
Facts. Great defense.
One of the best two way
Great
player,
on
one of the
defense.
best two-way players in the league right now.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So
Right.
now if everybody's running against Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, you got Andrew Wiggins.
Mm-hmm.
Easy basket. Man, I feel like they could terrorize the NBA. I feel like they can really give some smoke to the Denver Nuggets and the Western
Facts.
Conference Finals. That's
Facts.
my
Now
I say
prediction
the
right now.
same way. I say the same way. I say the
the
same way.
only
And plus,
thing
I think
Oh, you
Well,
said
go
what?
ahead. Go ahead.
The only thing about the Warriors that they're really missing is they need another big. Now I know
Yes.
they got Kevon Looney, and you saw what he was doing
Yeah.
in the playoffs. They had like 20 rebounds a game and all that, but they needed another big. Like when they was about to sign Dwight Howard, but they didn't sign him.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
think if they
I don't know
Yeah.
why.
signed
I don't
Dwight
know why they
Howard,
didn't sign him.
I think if they signed Dwight Howard, that would have completed the roster.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
Facts.
That right there would
Wow.
just complete everything.
Right.
Yeah, and plus I think like their chemistry is there, man. Of course, like Jordan Poole was great and all. Like I said, ever since Draymond has knocked that man out, man, I think the chemistry wasn't just there how it used to be. So now
Mhm.
that Jordan Poole is gone, I think that the chemistry is just there. And like my man said, like they definitely could make like the conference championship and beat the Nuggets, especially being healthy. And of course, I would never say the Warriors never a contender because you got Stephen Curry, man. This man, the beginning of the season, Curry's playing like an MVP candidate. So I think I never count the Warriors out. I don't care what circumstance it is. As long as Curry's in that lineup and Clay can actually average more than like 15 points per game, and Draymond's going to be Draymond with his defense, and plus you got and Chris Paul is going to lead that second unit. And I think the Warriors definitely would take it to the next get another ring. As long as Curry is on that team, I would never count the Warriors out. That's just me. Like Curry is Curry. I mean, like he'll definitely get
Yeah.
his teammates involved. And yeah, and plus they got all they need is a good center, at least a backup center to help Looney off the or get someone to get boards when Looney is resting or so. But other than that, I think they got a complete team, man. Defense, offense, playmaking. I think the Warriors got is another complete team. There's a center away to getting another championship, man. And I'm really hoping to do. I love to see Curry get his fifth ring, Clay get his fifth ring, and especially Draymond too. So, and the chemistry is there too. So, yeah.
I want to bring a team that's playing in between the middle of the Boston Celtics. I have a big problem with the Boston Celtics right now. Right now, who is that man? That's my concern. Who is that man that could take over the Boston Celtics? Right now, it's literally confusion. In my
Mm-hmm.
opinion.
Ooh. I
Mm.
mean,
It's a big confusion right now. We
I
see
can't
what
really
happened in
say.
that last game with the Wizards.
mm,
Who is that man?
True.
Who is that man? You got Drew Holiday. You got Jason Tatum, Jalen Brown, Porzingis, Al Horford. All these great players on the floor. Who is that man?
I mean,
Mm.
at the end of the day, I think we all know who's gonna. I think Jason Tatum is. He's always like, say we're in during a close game. I think Jason Tatum's always gonna take the last shot. He's always gonna take the
Yeah,
last
Yeah,
shot.
JT. Yeah, JT is definitely like.
He's
I
definitely
think
gonna
JT
take
will
the
definitely
last
be the
shot.
number one.
We
yeah,
seen.
but it's been. I
Say what?
feel like JT hasn't fulfilled that spot yet. I know it's confident to say that I'm gonna take that last shot, but lately, ever since that finals when they went against the Warriors, he hasn't proven to me yet.
Yeah, he wasn't. Now he wasn't
I
playing
feel
like he was the
like
number one when he was in
I
that
feel like
finals. Though he
now
wasn't
though.
playing like he was number one.
I feel like now though, like we're starting to see him like mature more and starting to get better at other areas of the basketball, especially like his playmaking. Because when like in the Heat finals, no, not the even the Warriors finals, he
Confidence.
wasn't. Yeah,
Oh,
the Heat in the Warriors the finals against the Warriors, he wasn't really like playmaking like that. Because well, for one reason, Andrew Wiggins he was clamping that man up in the finals. He was really clamping that man up.
Absolutely,
And two,
absolutely.
two is because it was basically with him, Jalen Brown was basically my turn, your turn type of basketball. But now, as like these first couple of games of the season, I've seen him like mature more on the court, get his teammates involved more. And another thing is he's becoming a really good defender too. He's becoming a really good defender as well. And I think that's because of the signing of Drew or the trade with Drew Holiday. I think Holiday's motivating him. He's like, hey, we know how good you are offensively, but we need you to bring that same energy on the defensive end. And
yeah.
having Drew Holiday, you got him and Jalen Brown now. That's one of the best defensive backcourts in the league now, if not the best.
Yeah,
True.
So,
True.
but I think this is in my opinion, I think this is the best Celtics team that they've had. It's better than when
yes,
they. This is better than what they had Kyrie. Better than what
I
they
say
had
finals or bust,
Kemba
man.
Walker. Yeah, at this point,
Yeah, I say
Yeah,
finals
it's
or bust,
finals or
bro.
bust
Finals
for
or
this.
bust, man.
It's
I don't
finals or
care,
bust for the
man. Finals or
Celtics.
bust, man. A conference final appearance is nothing to them no more, man. They made
Yeah.
the like three out of the last 4 years, man. So
Mhm.
it's a finals or bust, man. For
It's
real.
time for
I,
that.
I
No one
got
cares about.
I think this is the
conference.
year they put it all together. They put it all together this year, and then it's like you said, it's either finals or bust for them.
Yeah,
Because
finals or bust.
the clock is also ticking for them too, for him and Jalen Brown. Now I know he just signed that $300 million
Yeah,
contract.
he got a big behind
He got
check
that
though.
big contract,
Jalen Brown got a big
but
check.
now they gave him what he wanted, so now it's time for them to give what the Celtics wanted, another championship.
Yeah,
True.
absolutely, absolutely.
So,
Facts. What's up?
but yeah, um, the last topic that I want to talk about, I want to talk about teams who need to blow it up, and one of the teams that I have here is the Chicago Bulls. It is time for them to blow it
Yes,
up, man. It's time.
yes.
God,
It's
man.
time.
Need to.
It's time.
Facts. Let him know,
Especially now
man.
that
It's
Lonzo,
time, man.
we don't know when Lonzo is gonna come back. It's time, man, and it's really sad because
Uh,
just two seasons ago
They
they
was
were
the
the
number
number
one
one
seed,
seed.
man.
They were the number one
They
seed,
was the
and
number one
that's when
seed, bro.
DeRozan, he was going off. He was on that stretch, but towards the end of the season, they started slacking, and they obviously lost in the playoffs. Come back next season, it's more of the same. Really, they got out to a slow
Yeah, it
start.
got worse.
They got out to a slow
It got
start,
worse and worse, man.
but
Mm.
the thing is with the Bulls, when they made that trade to get Vucevic, and I think they traded Wendell Carter Jr. and someone else and some picks. They traded two first round picks for Nikola Vucevic. You don't do that, bro. You don't do that.
no, you
No.
don't.
You don't do
You
that.
don't.
You do that for someone
You,
like Joel Embiid, Nikola Jokic,
exactly.
someone like a
Exactly.
center like that. You don't do that for Nikola Jokic. Now I know at the time not Jokic, Vucevic, he was a good center at the time. He was a two-time All Star. He was averaging like 20 and 10. But
Hmm.
those two first round picks, you don't trade two first round picks for Nikola Vucevic. I'm sorry, you don't do that. You don't do
Nah,
that. And now
nah.
they have no first round pick for the next draft coming up. And
Yeah, I was gonna say you
right
don't
now
do that, man.
they're sitting at 3-5 right now, and I think this season is really just gonna go downhill hill for them. But the thing is with the Bulls, they're not good enough to make the playoffs, and they're not bad enough to get a high draft pick. They're mid, they're mediocre at best, and you don't want to be in that situation, and no NBA team wants
Yeah,
to be in that situation. So, I think at the trade deadline, if they keep playing like this right now, the whole team is gonna be gone. The whole team.
Yeah.
yeah. They need to break it up, man. They
Yeah, it
gotta
makes me
break
makes
it
me
up.
wonder about DeMar DeRozan and Zach LaVine's career.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Losing Lonzo, that's one of your biggest. That's your leader. That's your go-to guy. You know, that's the guy that's helping you score the basketball.
And
Without having
him
him,
and Caruso, they were one of the best defensive backcourts in the league.
exactly. You know what I'm saying?
Or,
To lose, like not having that is just so it is so disturbing. And it's like I don't want to see Zach LaVine and DeMar DeRozan's career go back down to where it was before because just by them going to Chicago, their careers are starting to lift up again.
mhm.
And now for the past 2 years, it's slowly starting to go down because of the downfall of the Chicago Bulls. Man, I feel like they got to do something. They got to do
Yeah,
something.
Yeah, I think they need to break it up. Like they really need to break it up. Start over, man. Use those
yeah.
yeah, because like I said, Lonzo is definitely a big part. I think he averaged like 13 points, but he averaged like 5 rebounds and 5 assists. Like he was another player that got all his teammates involved, and he was a big help to that squad. And like TJ said, like him and Alex Caruso was a dominant defensive duo. So that Chicago Bulls team was really gonna go far. But like I said, when Lonzo got hurt, man, and now we don't even know when he's gonna come back, it's definitely like scared for how the Bulls gonna be. So I just think they should just break it up, start over, man. Like let DeMar go where he wanted to go. Cause we killing their careers, man. Real talk, they're really killing all my boys' careers. So they really need to just start over and just like let it do it again, man. Because Lonzo Ball is gone. He was a big help, especially to that 2021-2022 season. And now that he's gone, man, and injured, we don't know when he's coming back. We need to start over, and I think the Bulls should just like let DeMar and Levine go. Just
Mm.
do it again, man, for real. And it's just sad for real too, because they was definitely want to be the top teams in the league when Lonzo was healthier. So definitely really sad. So definitely needs to just let them all go for real. So
And another team that I have that needs to blow it up. It's your favorite team, Jonathan. I'm sorry, man, but I think it's time for the
Oh man,
Raptors. It's time now. They need. When I say blow it up, I mean like they need to build around Scotty Barnes. They
they really
need
need
they,
to.
they need to build around Scotty, but that means they gotta get rid of Pascal Siakam. They gotta get rid of
Yeah,
OG Anunoby, and they've been trying to get
yeah.
rid of OG Anunoby for the
For
past couple of
years
years,
now,
for
for
years.
years.
But the Raptors asking price, they're acting like he's like an all star caliber player. Like he's acting like he's a superstar. Like
Man,
he's a really good player. He's a really good player, good defender, all that, good scorer. But he's not a
man.
superstar. He's not a
And
superstar, man.
OG,
But
OG Anunoby, he let me down since the 2019, the 2019 run.
mm,
Like I said before, Pascal Siakam has never been that man before. If you look at the year before 2018 when DeMar was there, he averaged about like what 6 points, six to 9 points, barely
yeah,
game playing time. Once Kawhi came through and let him be that type of star, Kawhi lift him to be that man. And now Kawhi left and he's trying to be that man. He realized, yo, I'm not that man. I'm realizing like the downfall of the Raptors was going down, down, down ever since Kawhi left. And like honestly, right now, I had to talk to my boy about this. Scotty is gonna be better than Siakam. Gonna give it a
oh
couple
yeah,
more
most
years because
definitely,
Scotty is
most
more of
definitely,
an all around player.
God,
most definitely. He's most definitely gonna
Take
be better than Siakam.
take Siakam's three away from him. His corner threes and him driving to the basket. What can he possibly do? He can't set up his teammates. He can't necessarily feed the ball well. Honestly, Scotty can do it all. He's a better all around player than him.
Mm-hmm.
Scotty should be the face of the team, and he's been proving that lately for the past couple of games. Last game, he dropped 30 points. He had a triple double. So I feel like that team needs to build around Scotty. I feel like Siakam should stay, but he needs to step down that road. Like, hey, the young guy, it's the young guy's turn now.
He's I think he's fit for
facts,
like
facts, facts.
that second option, like a Jalen Brown. Yeah,
Yeah,
he's fit.
absolutely.
He's fit for that
Facts.
role. But like as far as like being a go to guy, that's all Scotty.
Yeah,
That's all Scotty
absolutely.
Barnes. That's definitely all Scotty
Yeah,
Barnes.
yeah.
And the last team that I have who needs to blow it up. Now they're not really a contending team, but they got some pretty good players on the team. Is the Charlotte Hornets? They got
Charlotte Hornets.
they have Terry Rozier. He's pretty good player. They got PJ Washington. They obviously got Miles Bridges, but you know his situation. And like I feel like
Yeah,
the Hornets, I feel like they're kind of in the same situation as the Washington Wizards when they had Kristaps Porzingis on the team and Bradley Beal and Kyle Kuzma. They wanna contend, but they're not a contending team. They're stuck in
I feel like
mediocrity.
I feel like they're just very dysfunctional right now.
Yeah,
Everybody's going through something.
right,
Like we see it during the summer, everybody was just going through something. You know, you still having players like Gordon Hayward still on the roster.
right.
Whatever happened to him, like he was one of the top players in the league. After his injury, is like he's never been the same ever since.
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You know, and honestly, Lamelo Ball, he's still growing. He's still he's gonna do his thing. Most people try to expect them to, as LeVar, he talks the most craziest, But I feel like Lamelo's gonna try to do his thing, do the best he can. Miles Bridges, he's going through a situation right now. Terry Rozier really needs to step it up more. That's how I feel. Other than that, the team's very dysfunctional. They just need to play together. That's it.
Right.
true. Facts.
And the thing is with the Hornets, they need to decide whether they're gonna be serious with Lamelo, build around him, or just trade him to another team.
Bro, I
Like
don't,
going
I
to
I don't know
Prince,
about Lamelo, man. I don't know about Lamelo, man. I just feel like he's just another scoring point guard. I don't see him as like a
really?
point guard that gets teammates involved. No, I really don't see it, man. Because like I never saw Lamelo like that. Like I mean, yeah, I will build around him or so, but I don't really see him like a teammate, like a Josh Giddey type player that get his teammates involved. I feel like he's just like another want to be another scorer or so. But like I said, I'll still build around him though. But I don't know how they going to keep. They going to either keep him or they want to add more trade him. I don't know what the Charlotte Hornets deal is with them. I don't know how they going to try to get be contenders or so. But they need to make some moves quickly, and I mean like
Right.
real quick.
Because
I
for
mean,
once
sheesh.
they have like a really really good player. Because other than Kemba Walker, the Hornets really haven't had any good players, especially like drafting wise. And when
Yeah,
when MJ was the when he was with the team, drafting wise, he was always trying to. I feel like he was always trying to find the next Larry Bird, really, because
to be honest.
he drafted Cody Zeller. I mean, yeah, Cody Zeller, Adam Morrison, Frank Kaminsky. Like those are some really, really, really bad picks. And
Very bad for
I don't know, man. The Hornets, like you said, the Hornets organization is so dysfunctional. So much going on, and I just hope they don't waste Lamelo Ball's good years.
yeah.
Cause
Yeah, because LaMelo right now, he's averaging 17 points, 5 rebounds, 9 assists
right,
as of right now. And, and we all know LaMelo can play basketball. He can
mm,
score the ball no matter what. He can hoop. It's just his team that makes him
yeah,
look bad.
right. That's all it is. So, I hope the Hornets do something in the future. But as of right now, the team constructed around them right now, it's not it. They're definitely not making the playoffs. Now,
Yeah, definitely
if
not.
I ain't
Definitely.
making no
at
playoffs, man.
best, they could be a playing team. At best,
I say the temp seed. I say the
It's the same
temp.
thing.
I say the
at
temps. The
best,
temp seed. If they make the plane, they probably the temp seed.
yeah.
But like I said, I don't see them going. I don't see them winning. No, I don't see them as a playoff team. It's
Right.
like I just see them as a regular season team, and even in the regular season, they're not even that good either. But like I said, the last time they made a plane was when they went against the Hawks and they got blown out by the Hawks. But
Yeah.
like I said, I just see them as a regular season team. And I don't really see them like a series. I don't see them winning a series. I just don't see that they're not consistent to win a series.
Mm-hmm.
So they need to make some changes or
Because the
so,
last
and
time
they
they
need to
made the
get some
playoffs
guys.
was, I think it was like 2016, I believe. That's when they had
Yeah,
Al Jefferson and Michael Kidd Gilchrist all goes, and they did almost beat the
yeah,
Heat. They almost beat the Heat in that series
yeah,
too. I think it went to 6 or 7 games. It was one of those. I forgot.
yeah.
Yeah,
That was a while
But
ago. Was
that
Kemba?
was a long time ago. Yeah, that's when Kemba
Yeah,
was on the
Kemba.
team. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
when Kemba was on the team. I just hope the Hornets don't do what they did to Kemba Walker. That's all.
yeah,
That's. I just hope they
hope
don't do
so
that.
too, man.
So Kemba,
Hope so
he
too.
was a really good player, but once he left the Hornets, I feel like once he left the Hornets, we really saw like what kind of player he was. He had those few 4 or 5 seasons with the Hornets, but once he signed with Boston, it was really all downhill with him.
yeah,
He didn't really fit in with the Celtics well. And then once he got traded to
yeah,
New York, saw his minutes decrease, and now he's playing overseas. So yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just hope the Hornets don't ruin Lamelo's good years because he's a really good
hope
player.
so too.
Yeah, but yeah, man, that's gonna wrap up this episode, man. I appreciate for y'all boys for joining. I really appreciate it. But John,
Appreciate you,
if
man.
you ever wanna come back, man, hey, just hit me up.
Yeah,
Got you,
for
man.
sure,
Got you,
You're
man.
man.
always welcome on the show. But
Got you, man.
Ty, what's the next podcast you want to do, man?
We could do we could do probably like Thursday because we gotta talk about the games for
Yeah.
football this weekend or so. Yeah, my boy can definitely come back, man. Anytime, man. We love
Yeah,
new
you all
people
come
joining,
anytime,
man.
anytime.
Definitely
I
love
appreciate
new
you for
people
being on.
joining,
Definitely,
man. For
definitely,
sure.
Yeah.
definitely. I definitely hit you up, man. I appreciate you guys letting me be here, letting me be in you guys' platform. I definitely want to see the new fans. Definitely want to get some new topics, get
Of
on that new
course.
NBA stuff. We're gonna discuss more. I'm glad to be here. It's been an
Of
honor.
course. But yeah, man.
Facts, man.
Let me know when you doing your podcast too, man. Let me know.
Yeah, definitely, man. And everybody that's going out, man, I have a podcast. It's called The Goat Thoughts. Episodes coming soon. I got my boys that's going to be included with you too. So I'm sending the invite whenever I'm going to be shooting.
For
We're going to be
sure.
signaling off. So I just appreciate you guys.